G'day guys, cheers for the fill. I was watching the game and I thought I'll chuck a break up now. If it runs tomorrow's a public holiday. If it runs tonight, even better. And we closed it off tonight, which is great. First box of the new case. I'll crack open the case shortly. You can guess a card that we hit as well. If you guess a card that we pull, you get 25 credit. I've got a minute to close to run. I've got to run the teams, of course. So we've got plenty of time to guess a card that we hit. Let's run this one 7 times. Good luck, everybody. Top 2 are closing us out. I think it's spot 6 and 7 left. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chad and Chris. Congrats, closing us out. Chad, you got spot 6. And Chris, you got spot 7. All right. There's your spots. Tristan Thompson to 5. Tell you what, if you had to guess that on the Super Saturday break, I would have paid it. There's where you ended up. There was a couple of minis for this one. There's the final spots. Let's run the teams now. Good luck. 7 times again for the teams. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Hawks up the top. Celtics down the bottom. Hawks through to Celtics. Daniel with the Hawks, Nuggets, and Nets. Let me just cinch that in a little bit. Brent with the Bulls, Kings, Jazz. Chris with the Rockets, Heat, Pelicans. Brent again, Knicks, Raptors, Spurs. Chris, you got the Pistons, Suns, Wolves. Chad with the Magic, Blazers, Sixers. Chris with Pacers, Mavs, Clippers. Ryan with OKC, Hornets, Bucks. Chris with the Lakers, Warriors, Wizards. And Chad with the Grizzlies, Cavs, and Celtics. Good luck, guys. I'm going to chuck the chat on. I'm going to crack open the case. We're going to grab a box out of there. Everything's intact, obviously. The sneaker spotlight hopefully should be in there. Guess a card we pull for 25 credit. You don't have to say auto or patch or anything like that. Just tell me Jason Tatum or whoever, and I'll pay it. All right. Sealed case. All right, I'm going to grab the one from the top. First one. I'm not superstitious or anything, whatever. You never know what's going to have the hit. Hopefully they all have hits. Let's get into it. You got a chance to guess a player that we pull. I'll read out who hits what as we go, in case you missed your teams. Each card I'll tell you who's got it. You don't have to be in the break to make a guess either. For instance, Kit's a good sport. Missed out on the mini, but he's having a crack. Also, Thompson, hey, the one time you didn't guess him, he showed up. It's always worth a guess. All right, let me have a little sneak peek. Last time I opened up one of these, hit a LeBron to 3 that was sitting on the top. That was last night in the whatnot break. All right, let me take this little padding. What's that? Okay, interesting. All right, good luck, guys. Good news as well is because tomorrow is a public holiday, normally the shipping cutoff is Saturday night. There's only 5 cards here. I'll be able to get these in your shipping. It's going to be picked up Tuesday morning, though, because Queensland, they don't like to work up here. Every week there's a public holiday, it feels like. So there is a public holiday tomorrow for King's birthday, but we will have everything ready to rock, pick up Tuesday morning. All right, first card. Who's got this team? I'll try and be efficient with it. First card is Brandon Miller, 5 of 15 for the Hornets. Hornets was Ryan in spot 8. Brandon Miller to 15. We've got Fred VanVleet, 13 of 20 for the Raptors. Who had Toronto Raptors? Toronto Raptors is Brent, spot 4. This next one, interesting. Interesting. I think we hit. I'll have to double check the numbers. We hit one very, very similar last night. 4 of 5, Alexander Sarr. Unless it was Bob Carrington. It was a to 5 patch of one of these Wizards rookies. Who had the Wizards? Wizards, where are you? Be quicker if I looked it up. Chris, spot 9. Alexander Sarr, rookie patch to 5. One of the better rookies too. We've got Pacers, Tristan Newton, RPA, 9 of 15. I'm holding it a bit high. Sorry, guys. 9 of 15 Indiana Pacers was Chris in spot 7. Tristan Newton to 15 RPA. They're all very short prints. I think the furthest out you can get is to 20. This one's a nice one to finish on. Excuse me. It is freeze frame Zach LaVine. 4 of 15 on card, of course, for the Bulls. The Bulls was Brent in spot 2. No one guessed them correctly, but there's only 5 cards. It's a hard one to guess. Zach LaVine freeze frame signatures going to Brent and the Bulls. We had a Tristan Newton 9 of 15 for the Pacers. That's going to Chris. Wizards was Alexander Sarr 4 of 5. Where were the Wizards again? The Wizards was Chris as well. Fred VanVleet for the Raptors. Where's Toronto Raptors? Oh, shocking with this. Raptors was Brent. So 2 cards to each. And the Hornets. Hornets was Ryan in spot 8. Brandon Miller, 5 of 15. There we go. First box of the case. I dare say it wouldn't be the biggest box of the case. It wasn't bad. Got a nice Zach LaVine. Got a nice rookie Alexander Sarr patch to 5. But I reckon the case has got plenty more. We'll get through the case during the week. It's a shame tomorrow's a public holiday, which means Tuesday we should have our Prism Black. It was due tomorrow, but I forgot about the public holiday. So hopefully Tuesday is Prism Black, so stay tuned for that one. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. If you're in Queensland, enjoy the long weekend. If you're in another state, hopefully Monday's not too tough on you guys.